Hey, I'm Maggie Trevelyan, an expert podiatrist, and really what I want this episode to bring is my 20 years of knowledge on pedicures. Do they actually scrape the surface? Yay or nay? So in that, I've worked in all aspects of podiatry. Towards the more latter end of my career, it's all been about the aesthetics of how the feet look and feel after treatment. For me, the feeling is the crucial, and giving someone that foot confidence in their silky, soft, smooth heels with a home care that they can go and continue or see them regularly to maintain that. But more so is the aesthetic beauty side is just booming right now. And I just really want to share my knowledge with you on how you can take care of your feet at home. But first, 'tis the season for the sun. It's early Easter holidays this year, so a lot of you will be going on holiday sooner. So I thought it would be ideal just to get this podcast out there sooner rather than later. And really, here in the UK, weather starts to get warm. You know, my sandals come out in April, some's a lot later. As soon as the sun's out, my feet's out for sure. So yeah, it's just really prepping you. And sometimes the home advice, it takes quite a few weeks, 3-4 weeks to actually do something regularly, i.e. apply cream daily to actually really get the desired results of what you so want for your feet. So really, it's just giving you the confidence to bare your soles this summer. But first, before we go into that, I just actually really want to discuss, let's get real. Why do people neglect their feet and they're embarrassed by them ultimately? Or they're an afterthought because they're just hidden in your shoes and slippers, socks all winter. No one's really looking at them, paying them much attention until the sun arrives, or you have a party and your toenails are out, or you're wearing slim backs, etc. Or for some of you, actually, you do look after your feet all year round, like most of our clients do here at Walk This Way. I really don't want to stereotype. So it's just some really good hacks and treatments of things that you can really do to help your feet at home. Your feet, do they just actually need a scrape? So if you've got thick corns, calluses, we call fissures, cracks. Calluses is hard skin. We all really know what a corn is, or a verruca. Unfortunately, successfully, a beauty therapist or nail tech's not going to be able to treat this for you, and they're not allowed to use scalpel blades nor treat infected nails. So really, it is come along, see a podiatrist, get the right action plan treatment for you, and to get your desired results much quicker. If you haven't got that, just going for that general pedicure down at the spa is great. To be honest, go be pampered, really enjoy connecting with your feet. I quite like very big, bright coloured toenails. They look like very sweet and very, very summery. Or you just go with the seasons and change the colours of your nails, or go with your outfits. Nail art is massive at the moment too. Some very impressive stuff that I see online and in Scratch magazines, and also our local beauty nail tech. What they do, a lot of our clients come with is like, wow, that looks really impressive. So really what I want to do is highlight, if you've got any medical conditions, a lot of these can affect your legs and feet, such as diabetes, rheumatoid arthritis, for instance, or hypermobility. So that's just a small snapshot of what can actually affect your legs and feet. So really what I would suggest is, if you do have any medical conditions, do check the condition. Can it affect your legs and feet? And if so, how? Because it's really important. Knowledge is so powerful, and it's going to enable you to make the best decision and choice for you, and actually for you to decide what's right for you, and empower you in that way is absolutely crucial and vital, I feel, to any sorts of treatment. So for me, the talking thing about feet. So feet, you really want to connect with them, and the best way to do that is just rub a little bit of cream in every day, a little bit of oil. What that does, it helps with body positivity, your image, it calms you down. It can be very distressing, and it can actually bring comfort to you and bring that meaningful part into your day, really. So that's a really lovely, beautiful way just to connect with yourself and calm for the day. So that's something that I would really recommend. And by you doing that, you're moisturizing, you're nourishing, you're restoring your feet too, which highly likely has done tens of thousands of steps that day and seen some mileage too. Nowadays, men, men, it's all about men too. Here in my clinic, when we first started out, we were predominantly women. Over time, it's 50-50. We have just as many men as women come. They either come wanting the desired results, or their partner has dragged them kicking and screaming, or, you know, tactfully bought them a gift voucher. So yeah, we see a lot of men here, and actually a lot of 18, 19, 20-year-olds actually wanting to come and have their feet done too, because a lot of them do have verrucas, fungal skin infections, which cause a whole host of other problems, but are actually deteriorating for them too. So yeah, I would probably say cosmetic podiatry really starts 17, 18 upwards. So everyone's looking for that youthful, ageist look and how to achieve this very easily yourself at home. So number one, I always recommend exfoliate. I would do it two ways. One, you get a bristle exfoliation brush and you do that in upward motion, upward circular motions. And what that does, it removes a lot of the top layer dry dead skin from the legs and feet. Second two ways I would exfoliate. One is with a really good scrub. The ones that talking to the chemist, because we're just in the process of formulating a Calon Olive one, the best ones to actually scrub your body are the ones with salt, because they remove a lot more of the dead skin too. And with the feet, prior to showering, after you've dried brushed the legs, is to get a foot file. An emery board one. Metal ones are too abrasive for the skin and really don't leave that nice soft smooth finish that everyone desires. So just get an emery board. You'll tend to find one side's rougher and the other side's smoother. So just for a minute on each foot, use the rough side, and that really removes a lot of the dead skin, and then turn it over to the finer side, and that smooths a lot of the dead skin over too. So that's a really good way. Do that before you shower. Don't do it with skin wet, because you get a lot more friction. You get a lot more removal of the dead skin when it's dry. And it's also why we do a lot of our foot treatments with skin dry, because we can penetrate and remove a lot of the hard skin with our blades a lot more successfully than what you actually can with the skin wet too. So now we need to remove all the dead skin. One, just to allow the new skin to come through. The skin is the biggest organ on the body. So what you put on it, it's absorbed actually into your body. It's one of the reasons I was so passionate about Calon Olive actually being natural ingredients, for that reason, really. So when you remove the dead skin, what that does, it enables the product that you put on to penetrate deeper and actually work on the live active skin, which is underneath the dead skin. So once everything's absolutely exfoliated, it's to moisturize the legs and feet. Now, most people, they sort of stop on tops of the feet, or they stop at the ankle. I don't know why. I actually ask patients, why do you stop there? They're like, I don't know why. So yes, please do the soles of the feet. I think one of the main reasons why a lot of people don't like it is it can be quite sticky, quite greasy, which makes it after use quite difficult to walk and actually just get on with the day or evening, really, or they don't want it on their bed sheets, etc. So once you've moisturizer, you need to be, a study I read the other week online is you need to be wearing it every single day, applying it every single day after you've bathed for actually 3 weeks to really start to get the desired results that you actually want from the product, and for that moisturization or hydration or nourishment, depending on what product you're using, what goal you want for it to actually start to seep in there. So again, yeah, don't forget the soles of the feet. Moving on, nails. Now for me, hygienically as a podiatrist, the shorter the nails is ideal. We don't want them too short. Reading the advice online, everyone says cut straight across. So if you've got no nail deformity, cut straight across and file the edges. If you have nail deformity, you need to seek advice from a podiatrist, because I don't want to generalize it here online. You can go for nice bright colors, as I said. If you've got white toenails, sometimes this can be onycholysis, which is caused by dryness and damaging of the nail. Other times, if it's a thick yellow toenail, it can be caused by trauma. Sometimes thick yellow, brown, crumbly toenails, an infection where the nail's actually diseased the nail by a fungus, then that needs treatment is probably what I would say. The condition can deteriorate over time, so the sooner you get treatment, the better the outcome and the quicker the outcome. And also it's preventing the deterioration. I don't want to scare you, but more and more we're actually having clients come to have laser on their hands as well as their feet, because the infection is actually spread from their feet to their hands. Moving on from nail care, hair or no hair, I think, that's a personal preference. I think more and more the cost of laser hair removals come down and everyone's opting for that. But I do feel there's plenty of feminists out there and women who want to go au natural. So I'll leave that with yourselves. As far as I can see, there's really no trend, hairy toes, no hairy toes. It's just your personal preference with that. Next is footwear. I'm an absolute lover of footwear. You can always see me on a Friday, Saturday evening struggling to walk in my stilettos and cobbles here where I live. Is lots of cobbled streets. Footwear for me, go with what you like. Go with what makes you feel sexy. Go with what makes you feel comfortable. If it's not comfortable in the shop, please don't buy it, because there's no such thing as wearing in shoes. That's really something that's just never worked out for me personally or my patients. They'll cause rubbing, which will cause blistering, some pain, some possible corns and calluses, and worst case scenario, some injuries because you're compensating to wear the shoes. So, for ladies, you can go for the height. I love wedges. I get the height with a wedge and going for the extra width, or even trying upper size. For a lot of women, they can have a hang up for the size of their feet, especially if you're size 8, 9, 10. A lot of the manufacturers don't do your size. Or what I hear from a lot of ladies is they're the first shoes to be sold out. So if they don't go soon with the new season, they're unlikely to get it on the sale, etc. So they don't actually manufacture that volume of shoes as what they do with the smaller sizes too. So yeah, for me, it's comfort all the way. On that note though, I have been known to wear some killer heels on the weekends, which is great. I'm in my car, in out the pub, restaurant, straight back in my car and home. There are times at our Christmas party, I boogied on down. I was so impressed. I was going home in my Uber with my high heels still on and not in my hands, whereas Ascot, they were in my hand for sure, the races. So really what I would just say is, if you really want to wear the killer heels, it's unnatural for us to wear a heel that size. If your feet do hurt, I think you just got to accept that. Make sure you give them a really good pamper afterwards and make sure all is settled with that. Obviously, we don't know lasting injuries with that too. So the other thing that I really noticed last summer, and I'm sure it's not going to change, when I was on many holidays, I was fortunate enough to have quite a few, playing catch up from COVID last year, is a lot of bling on the feet. A lot of toe rings have really reignited. I remember early 90s, toe rings were a really big thing, and then they went out of fashion. So toe rings are really back in, and anklets too. So feel free to bling it on up there if that's something that you want and desire. I have to say, it does look very elegant, very, very pretty, especially against, freshly tanned skin from your holiday. Exercises. So legs. Everyone has a different expectation of what they want from their legs, with the shape, with the tone. Do you like leggings? Do you wear tights? Do you always wear skirts? I would probably suggest just go with keep active, keep healthy, because that really helps to keep the circulation going around your feet with the exercises too. And obviously go with what desire you want from what you want your legs to look and feel like for you. For me personally, it's all about how you feel for sure. And I think that's really what you've just got to go with and use that as a baseline for your body confidence. So with these 7 home hacks, hopefully you'll have the confidence to bare your beautiful soles this summer and enjoy actually having them out, because it's really, really nice just to get the air to the feet, especially on a hot summer's day. And I hope I've inspired you that if you do need an appointment with a podiatrist, give us a shout, or, just attend your normal salon spa, or yourself. There's plenty of home care advice there too. So in the next episode, I'm going to be covering fungal toenails, what causes them, what can be done at home and in clinic to really help get on top of that really embarrassing condition, which really does affect one and their foot health. It just deteriorates with time, so treatment is crucial. It's just selecting the right treatment for you, and more so one that will work. I shall see you then.